picado de esos mosquitos. Bueno, pues vamos a empezar con la misión. Nada de cabeza. Una nave de 2 kilómetros. Es un segador un poco jodido, Hostia, pues baja la persiana porque no veo. Me refleja todo y tiene pinta de que esto va a ser un nivel muy oscuro. Vale, ¿a quién me llevo? Los tengo todos leales. Voy a llevarme a quien quiera. Me voy a llevar a Tali. Es claro, digo, si van a ser segadores, a lo mejor hay gets. Pero a lo mejor hay recolectores también. ¿Sabes? No sé. Complicado este señor que tenía. No. Me voy a llevar a... no sé a quién llevarme. A Samara. Venga, va, me llevo a Samara. O a Jack. No, me llevo a Samara. Armas ya están. Y puntos no tengo para subir.
What's with all the chop, Joker?
Doing my best. The wind's gusting to 500 kph. There's a second ship alongside the Reaper. It's not transmitting any IFF, but the radar paints its silhouette as Geth.
I guess we know why the science team stopped reporting in. What just happened?
The Reaper's Mass Effect fields are still active. We just passed inside their envelope.
Mira, guapísimo el Segador.
Eye of the Hurricane, huh?
Hostia, así tan de cabeza, sin pantalla de carga ni nada. Uy, tengo miedo.
This does not look like the work of Geth.
Tengo miedo, Tengo miedo, pero voy a robar cosas. Bien, bien, dinerito.
The airlock has been installed at the far end of the hold section. We have begun pressurization for shirt sleeves work. The crew is edgy. I reassure them it is mere nerves, a superstitious reaction to what this hulk represents. The corpse of a vast ancient life form. Privately, I can't deny the atmosphere. The angles of the walls seem to press down on you. I find myself clenching my teeth.
Muy bien.
We finished cataloging specimens A203 to B016. No evidence of active nanotechnology noted. Dr. Chandana believes they would have decayed over the last 37 million years. There's not enough data to support his claim. He asserts that the truth is patently obvious. I am concerned. Chandana has been staring at the samples for hours.
Oh
He
shit,
says he's listening to them.
oh shit, lo están adoctrinando. Anda, no tenía Medigel. Ah, es que es verdad, compré, le puse mejoras, ahora llevo 5 de Medigel.
We need a shore party.
What just happened?
The Reaper put up kinetic barriers. I don't think we can get through from our side.
As curious as I am about Reapers, I'd rather not be trapped inside one.
The Normandy's got guns, use them.
The Normandy lacks the necessary firepower. Reaper shields are impervious to dreadnought fire. Shepard, a kinetic barrier can only be produced by a Mass Effect generator. That is true for any ship, even a Reaper. At the moment of activation, I detected a heat spike in what is likely the Rex Mass Effect core, sending the coordinates now.
Pues nada,
Be advised,
desactivarlo.
this core is also maintaining the Reaper's altitude.
So when we take the barriers down to escape, the wreck falls into the planet core.
And that means everyone dies. Yeah, I got it.
We'll make a sweep for survivors and research data. Then we'll knock this ugly piece of crap out of the sky. Be ready to pick us up. Being crushed in the heart of a brown dwarf is not on today's agenda.
Aye, aye. Good hunting.
Muy bien. Mira, todos muertos.
I wonder if the data they recovered was worth all these lives.
You're married? You never mentioned that. Katie had anger management issues. When my brother got married, the best man tried to hit on her. She kicked him down the church steps. What? Katie's my wife. I must have told you this story. No, I know my wife. I remember that day was the only time I saw her wear stockings. Yeah, the kind with seams up the back. That's what I remember too. What the hell is this? How can we remember the same thing?
This place affected their minds.
Pues sí.
We've got trouble.
La puta madre. No, ese es una mierda.
High pressure tanks by the husks. Do you want me to blow them up?
Toma por culo. Es que me encanta partirle las piernas. Mira ese, todo partido a la mitad.
I wondered if the technology to make husks came from the Geth or Sovereign.
Geth origin never made sense to me. This confirms it's from the Reapers.
Puta madre, ese no, eso es una mierda.
Embrace eternity. Made contact.
Hostia, no, el que explota no. Matad al que explota. Uf. Oh, fuck, estoy atascado aquí. Pues nada, fuego para todos. No pasa nada.
Third day with this headache. You'd think Chandana would have let me have a few hours off. God damn! What? That thing, that just gray thing. It disappeared when I looked straight at it. It came out of the damn wall. Where we took off that panel. I didn't see anything. You should lie down. I'm telling you, the ship isn't dead. It knows we're inside it. Calm down. Now I'm getting a headache.
Esta gente está allá, vamos. No, bichos.
And fire.
¿Cómo? Los han
The
matado,
shooter
tío.
could be part of the Cerberus team. We should make contact.
No sé yo,
This should come in handy.
Oh, ¿y esto? Daño a fusil de francotirador, perfecto. Los tiros que venían de aquí. Uf, esta parte del nivel la recuerdo. Abominaciones no, abominaciones no. No, fuck. Quiero intentar hacerlo de... Claro, eso me venía mejor con una escopeta. Vale, ahí vienen más bichos. No, 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 no. Ese bicho no, por favor.
Deploying combat drone.
Madre mía, está guapo el nuevo zombies del Call of Duty, ¿eh? Ahora hay que matar al vástago. cago, que estamos jodidos con él. ¿Y si le parto las piernas? No. No, puta. Hostia, es que Sebastián estaba bien gordo, Madre mía, ha aguantado bien las hostias. No se me acaba de recuperar el escudo, quería decir, no recuperar. Vale, tengo munición. Que no me gusta usar el...
We've seen these before,
Mierda.
Shepard. Dragon's teeth, your people call
Oh
them.
shit.
The Geth used them on Eden Prime.
I have heard of them being dug up on worlds that are far older than the Geth. I believe they are Reaper artifacts.
See how the room's arranged? They treated this thing like some kind of altar.
That doesn't seem right. No one in their right mind would want this.
You heard the logs? They were seeing things, hearing things. They were being indoctrinated. How about we all take a step back from the weird alien impaling devices?
I was just looking. I wasn't going to touch...
Vale, ahora por
We
dónde.
can use this!
Oh, bien, 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 bien. Eso me va a dar más salud. ¿Y esto?
Chandana said the ship was dead. We trusted him. He was right. But even a dead god can dream. A god, a real god, is a verb. Not some old man with magic powers. It's a force. It warps reality just by being there. It doesn't have to want to. It doesn't have to think about it. It just does. That's what Chandana didn't get. Not until it was too late. The god's mind is gone, but it still dreams. He knows now. He's tuned in on our dream. If I close my eyes, I can feel him. I can feel every one of us.
Bien. Esta gente está jodidísima. Hay puertita para abrir. Mierda, me equivoqué. Quería darle al de abajo, tú. Bueno, da igual. ¿Cómo que exteriores? 5 días. O sea que hace 5 días que están todos muertos. Oh shit.
Shepard Commander.
Puto gueta hablándonos, tío.
Sniper was a Geth. I have never heard of a Geth speaking to organics.
It shouldn't be able to talk. A single Geth has no more intelligence than a Baron.
A ver, que quiero hacerlo de meter puñetazos. Hostia, no, ese no que explota. Eso no ha contado. Bien, eso se ha contado. Claro, esto verá la escopeta para esto, no un puto fusil de mierda. ¿Por dónde tengo que ir? Por aquí no, no. Por abajo, vale. Dejadme pasar. Fuck, estoy rodeado. Echadme una mano, muchachas. vástago. Hay que tirarle todo. Vale, vamos bien. Creo que tengo suficiente, ¿no? Vale, sí. Es que no me renta aquí usar el francotirador. Tardo mucho en recargar. Como para que me rente usarlo. Vale, me da dinero eso.
There.
Oh, gracias. Llevo 13. 14. Mucho botiquín me están dando, Me va a salir un vástago de aquí, ¿verdad?
Hostiles.
Espérate, que aquí me están dando
I'll take it.
Vale, tenemos ahí un vástago, problema.
This should soften them up.
Mierda, dejadme salir de aquí porque se está jodiendo. A ver, de uno en uno, haced el favor, ¿eh? 1, 2. Ese no... Ah, sí me lo ha contado, sí me lo ha contado. Ah, hasta la polla de estos, venga. Hostia, que no veo. Hostia, que me están dando por todos lados. Ayudadme. Uf, menos mal. No cuenta esto. Joder, macho. Cuidado el vástago, tú, que no le hice caso antes. Fuck, ahí está el vástago, tenemos problemas. Sin parar de disparar. Vale, perfecto. Oh, qué pena, me faltaron cascarones, Creo que me faltan 2 o 3. No, 3 me parece, ¿no? Hice 17. Cogí todo lo de aquí, ¿no? Que había una escopeta de la polla. Perfecto, perfecto. Vamos para adelante. Me sale por ahí un terminal para coger, pero... Nada, bueno, paso de ir si no. Ah, mira que... Oh, shit. Hay 2 vástagos, tío.
Shields down.
Fuck, ¿qué me están haciendo, tío? Porque estamos todos muertos. ¿Qué acaba de pasar? Samara, ponme aquí algo porque estoy jodido. Fuck, oye. Vale, hay que hacerle focus a alguno. No sé, francotirador, tío. mucho gastado, estaba ahí un poco petado, pero bueno. Munición. Por cierto, tengo esta habilidad que no... Tener la energía de las barreras, claro, es para cuando tienen barrera. Va, a ver si esto puedo hacerlo. 18. 19. Bien, ya lo tengo el logro. Sí, es lo que tiene cuando te pones al lado de una explosión, que te matas. Lo siento, es que me encanta partirle las piernas a estos bichos. ¿Lo pueden dejar de spawnear? Un poco hasta la polla de ellos, la verdad. Vamos a la siguiente zona porque estoy hasta la polla de los enemigos, la verdad. Mierda, más vástagos tú. Oye, ayudadme aquí, porfa. Me mata. Vale, estamos. Va, venga, easy peasy.
Got trouble.
Sinceramente, contra estos bichos no creo que rente usar coberturas porque te vienen corriendo, no te van a disparar. Y te renta más la visión que ganas estando de pie moviéndote. Es que míralos, me encanta cómo se quedan. Míralos, sin piernas.
Destroying the Mass Effect core should be simple enough.
Then the ship falls into the planet.
A derivar la puerta. Si supiese matemáticas haría un chiste con esa expresión, pero como no sé matemáticas, pues no lo hago. Mira, logaritmo de... no sé, es que no sé derivar. Lo siento. ¿Y ahora? Ah, aquí.
That is our objective.
So the Cerberus team did recover it. But where are they now?
Pues muertos, ¿dónde van a estar, Tali? Muertísimos están. Míralos.
Get ready to fight.
Uy, qué susto.
Combat forward.
One down.
Want some more?
Hay que atender a las iluminaciones, que son las que nos joden de verdad.
Combat thrown away.
Fuck, Samara se me
Right.
putada de que se quedan en el culo del mundo y pues se mueren. Ah, pero mira, el dron sigue vivo. Lol. Va, tiramos todo para allá. No, quería poner el franco, tú. Qué poquita vida le he quitado, tío.
Hostile spotted.
Killed one.
Embrace eternity. Wonder.
They should soften them up.
No, abominación ahí.
One less to worry about.
Vale, está abierto el núcleo, hay que aprovechar ahora.
Dead.
Tirad todo lo que tengáis para allá.
You're alive. Hostiles there.
Vale, le queda un poquito de vida.
Killed one.
No, mejor me pongo en su fusil. Puñetazos, hombre. Hijo de puta. No. Pilla ese, Samara. Dale, tira el dron.
They spot.
No se me muráis,
There,
chavalas.
Shepard.
One down.
Madre mía, gasté casi toda la munición, tú.
Shepard, the Geth. I think we should bring it. Its behavior was strange.
Leave it there. You know what they are. If it gets into Normandy's computers,
Mucho
Said it
bicho.
yourself. No one's ever found one intact.
that's true, but I'm not sure it's worth the risk, Shepard.
There's no time to debate it, Tally. Come on.
Hostia, decidí mal trayendo tal esta misión, no me di cuenta.
Open the port side airlock.
Vale, a tomar por culo. Dale, Samara, salta.
We're clear. Go.
Tenemos el módulo y el get. Y la mejora, se me lo. Yo creo que ya tengo casi todas las mejoras al tope, tío. No, porque conversación. Es que me hace toda la gracia. Cogí el peor personaje de la puta historia, para traer a esta misión. También yo es que soy gilipollas.
To discuss the unique piece of salvage we recovered. For now, we've stored it in Edie's AI core. We need better equipment to fight the Reapers. An intact Geth would be invaluable to Cerberus's cyber weapons division.
We'll have to disagree on that, ma'am. I saw enough of these things I need in Prime. Space it.
Cerberus has a long-standing cash bounty for an intact Geth. I assure you, the reward is significant.
I want to know why it has a piece of N7 armor strapped to its chest.
Battle trophy, maybe? Would a machine care about that?
No, trophies imply emotions that AIs don't have. I doubt it's more than a convenient field repair.
I've killed hundreds of these things, but I've never had a chance to talk to one.
Encima
This
sabía
one
cómo te
tried to
llamabas, o
communicate
sea.
with us. Hell, it probably saved our lives. Why?
Reactivating the Geth is a risk. If you do so, it should be for humanity's best interests, and not your curiosity.
I still think our best interests involve an airlock.
I'm not deciding one way or the other until I know what we've got here. I want to start it up, interrogate it.
If we activate it, there is no guarantee we can deactivate it
Lo
again.
podemos matar, o sea.
Bullets can.
Exacto.
That's not what I...
Thank you, both of you, for your recommendations. I've made my decision.
Tally's gonna freak when she hears about this. So what about this Reaper IFF?
Tío, si no se ve
I
nada
have
en
determined
el...
how to integrate it with our systems. However, the device is Reaper technology. Linking it with the Normandy's systems poses certain risks.
This IFF is the only way to get through the Omega-4 relay. Without it, we can't stop the collectors.
Understood, Shepard. It may take several hours before the IFF is ready for shakedown. I will alert you as soon as it is ready.
Sounds good. Till then, it's business as usual. Crew dismissed.
Ole, ole. Veinte de virtud, solo por querer interrogarlo, tío. Hombre, es que no se lo voy a dar a Cerberus, tío. No soy gilipollas, ¿sabes? O sea, por muy malo que sea yo... A ver, esto está todo. Espera que se instale el módulo. Vale, entonces voy a hablar con gente. No, voy a mirar. Mejoras de arma. Ahí estamos. Mejoras de la nave, nada. Y prototipos. Ahí estamos. 50% de salud. Nice, nice, nice. Vale. Algo me saldrá para el get luego, supongo, ¿no?
Shepard, how can I help?
Oh, ya lo había
Have you got a
puesto.
minute to talk?
Perhaps later. Trying to determine how Scale Itch got onto Normandy. Sexually transmitted disease only carried by Varen. Implications unpleasant. Anything else?
Hay gente que se fue a
We'll
Barrens.
be here if you need
Bueno, no voy a decir nada al respecto. Pero hay gente que se fue a Barrens. Está bien saberlo. Jacob, ¿tú me dices algo?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
I'm good, Shepard. Ready?
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Tío, es que no me gusta porque Shepard le tira todo el rato los trastos a Jacob, tío. A ver. Corre un poquitín, hombre. Vamos a hablar con Joker a ver si me dice algo nuevo.
Commander,
No me dice
I
nada.
assume everything's going well up here?
good for now. Fractured my thumb
O
on
sea,
the
en
mute,
serio,
but okay
acabamos
for
de
now.
entrar
See
en
ya,
un
Commander.
puto segador enorme y hemos recogido un get, pero nadie me dice nada. En plan, bueno, otro día como otro cualquiera, ¿no? Un día normal y corriente, ¿no? Hijo de puta, me
The
cago.
IFF is nearly installed, Shepard. However, I must test its impact on the Normandy systems. I suggest you take the shuttle to access your next location.
Tú me
We
dices
have
algo.
a Geth down in the AI core. Makes me a little uneasy. I hope you don't activate him, but you would know best.
Yo la verdad que al menos el get lo dejaría en otra sala que no fuese el puto núcleo de la IA de nuestra nave, que es lo único que nos hace poder luchar
Is there
contra estos
anything I should
bichos.
know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
Vale, tengo
That'll be
mensajes.
all.
Yes, Commander.
Hice misiones secundarias, así que habrá mensajes sobre ello, seguro. Del hombre ilusorio. Me complace que hayas podido recuperar el módulo de identificación de los segadores. Ya le he enviado así todos los protocolos necesarios para que lo integres sin problemas en los sistemas de la Normandía. Con suerte esto nos dará la capacidad de cruzar el relé de Omega 4 y hacerles probar a los segadores su propia medicina. Me ha notificado lo del gate intacto y tu decisión de quedarte con él. Si crees que se puede confiar en él, adelante, actívalo. Solamente asegúrate de proteger adecuadamente a Sid contra los posibles intentos de pirateo. Es que es eso, si lo puede piratear, ¿por qué lo metes en el puto núcleo? O sea, no sé, ciérralo aunque sea en mi habitación o en el baño, tío. No es necesariamente la decisión que yo tomaría, Shepard, pero por eso te resucité. Es tu apuesta y confío en que acabarás el trabajo, cueste lo que cueste. Exacto, así se habla, colega. parece siguen vivos. Bien. Ole, ole. No sé si la gente me dirá cosas, porque viendo que Mordin y Jacob, ni siquiera Joker me dijo algo. En plan, hostia, has traído un puto gueta a la nave, colega.
Shepard.
Just checking in. How are you doing?
Battlemaster, I have everything. Shepard.
Es que no, me va a hablar Tali seguro. Me tiene que hablar Tali, no me va... No me jodas, como no me hable ya ni Tali, por favor. No, tengo que ir a activar el Alget, eso está claro. Jack, ¿tú me dices algo? O ya hablé todo lo que tenía que hablar.
Shepard, we talked in... Whatever.
Joder, macho, no me habla nadie. Es que ni estos comentan algo. Triste historia. Tali, tú me dirás algo, ¿no?
Shepard.
Have you got time to talk?
Sure. Let me just... Come on, you little bushtet! Oh, sorry. I've got a small fever and I'm taking it out on the poor drive core. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. Got sloppy while doing some suit repair.
I never understood how you get sick from non-Quarian germs.
We don't, really. Turian germs are the only ones with any chance of affecting us, since we share amino acid chirality with them. What we experience is actually an acute allergic reaction.
How exactly does the sickness work? It's an allergic reaction?
Right. Say I get exposed to a human disease, like... What did Navigator Presley have that time? Chickenpox? I wouldn't get chickenpox, but I'd run a fever as my system reacted to the foreign presence. Depending on where it hits me, I could get other symptoms. Nausea, vomiting, everything you'd expect from being sick.
How did you get sick this time?
I took some fire in a fight back on the Olerai. Nothing serious, but I needed to open my suit to check the wound. I disinfected properly, but one of the section seals had taken some damage, and foreign matter got out of the disinfected zone. It was a stupid mistake. You always check your seals before doing local treatment. Unless you forget. Then you get a damn fever.
You can seal off part of your suit?
Right. Like dropping emergency doors on a ship during a hull breach. It won't stop an infection that gets into my bloodstream, but it prevents a surface infection from spreading.
Were your immune systems stronger before the Geth drove you from your homeworld?
Not as strong as those of most races, definitely. I'm not a biologist, but there's a theory about it. Because our planet lacked insect life, plants developed symbiotic relationships with large animals to spread seeds or pollen. Most viruses on our world were partially beneficial, so our immune systems evolved to be weak. They were more likely to adapt to contamination than fight it.
The Quarians colonized other worlds. They couldn't have all been like that.
They weren't. Most colonists went through a period of mild illness before adapting to the new environment. When the Geth took the homeworld in our colonies, the sterile environment on the flotilla ruined our immune system's adaptability. Even if we colonized a new world or reclaimed our own, we'd need a long process of bioengineering to recover.
I don't know if I could live inside a suit my whole life.
We are in our suits even among family. The most intimate thing we can do with another Quarian is link our suit environments. We get sick at first and then we adapt. It's our most important gesture of trust, of acceptance. I haven't trusted anyone enough for that, though, except... well, no Quarians. You know what I mean.
Wait. I can't tell under the helmet. Are you blushing?
What? No, it's the fever. Last time I tried to pay a compliment to my Boschtet captain, I took the ship name and everything. I'm going to tinker a bit more. Thanks for coming by.
Entiendo por qué la gente se suele ligar a Tali. Vale, aquí ya mira a todos, ¿no? Sí, vale, pues vamos a mirar arriba. Ahora en la tercera planta tenemos a media tripulación. Zane me dirá algo. ¿Cómo vas, colega?
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Very well. I had been recording a message for Kolyat.
How are things going with him?
It is difficult. All things worth keeping are. I never explained. I suppose the story of my wife's death took you by surprise.
As a rule, I'm not fond of surprises.
I didn't think it would be irrelevant. I expected to die without speaking to Kolyat again. I knew he'd blame me for Hirika's death. That memory I mentioned before. Laser dot trembles on the target's skull. The smell of spice on a spring wind. Sunset eyes defiant in the scope. That was Hirika. That was how I met her. She saw my targeting laser as she walked by and threw herself in the way.
So how'd she go from blocking your shot to having your children?
I had to meet her. The memory possessed and endowed me. I fell on my knees before her, begged her pardon. She introduced me to the world beyond my work. Eventually, she forgave me. Later, she loved me.
I guess she impressed you.
She woke me up. Her body trembles, not fear. Indignation. Her mouth moves. How dare you? You and I trained to sacrifice ourselves to save others. How often does a civilian step in the way of a bullet to protect someone they've never met? I thought she was the goddess Urashu. She met my eyes through the scope, and my purpose faltered.
When you talked to Kolyat, you said she died.
I let myself become complacent. I thought Hirika and Kolyat were safe. I stayed away too long, and my enemies came for her.
Who came for her?
Batarians, a slaver ring that was preying on Hanar outer colonies. I'd killed their leaders. They paid the shadow broker to find out who I was. But they were afraid of me, so they went after her.
You're a smart man, Thane. You didn't take precautions?
I did. I should have done more. I knew my family was vulnerable. I accepted my death when I was 12. Nothing could make me accept theirs. My body hunted her killers, murdered them. I was taught to grant death quickly, cleanly, to minimize suffering. Them, I let them linger.
I don't blame you. They killed innocents to get to you.
For you and me, death is business. For people like them, it is sport. I haven't spoken about my wife, and I don't think I ever have. I didn't have anyone left to tell it to.
Es súper creepy que te puedes ligar al pavo. Es como, te acaba de hablar de su mujer, que la quería mucho, que le cambió y que se amaban y tuvieron un hijo, pero luego vinieron unos y la mataron y le puedes decir, te quiero.
You're talking to your son again. That's huge. Don't lose sight of that by dwelling on should-have-beens.
You are correct, of course. Thank you for listening, Siha.
I think my translator just glitched. What did you call me?
Siha. Someday I'll tell you what it means.
Muy bien. Ya, ¿este qué pasa? ¿Le va bien la
I
familia?
just got a message from my wife. I've been listening to my daughters giggle over and over.
That's so cute.
When this mission is over, I'm gonna give her the longest hug she's ever had.
Amigo, tengo una mala misión. Una mala noticia para ti. Esto es una misión suicida. Vamos a morir todos. A ver, Samara, ¿qué te cuentas? ¿Qué tal después de matar a tu hija?
Morinth haunted my dreams and waking hours equally. For the first time in 400 years, I am free. I am a ruined vessel of sorrow and regret, but I am free. It is not a feeling I can describe.
Was it worth it?
It was never a question of worth, but of need. I had to take the action I did, as did she. This was never a story that would have a happy outcome.
You did your duty. What about your feelings?
One of my daughters is dead. My hopes, my dreams were all bound up in my children. Still, my feelings have always come after my duty. The same is true of you.
A ver, si sus tres hijas son Ardayaxis, vale, tiene la primera, le sale Ardayaxi. Dices, bueno, tiene la segunda y le sale Ardayaxi. ¿Por qué tienes la tercera? En plan, ya estás viendo que no va a salir bien.
You said that Morinth was a monster, but she was still your daughter.
She was the strongest and smartest. She would not accept the injustice thrust upon her. She fought to the end. I am so proud of her, Shepard.
Killed her for being what she was.
And I would again. But I also know what it means to leave everything behind and fight. Do you realize that she went on the run at the age of 40? I do not know human years well, but it is very young for
Pues
a
será como 40 años. Si 100 es recién adulto, 40 será como... ¿Como qué? Como 14, 15 años. O menos incluso.
What will you do now that Morinth is gone?
Assuming I survive your mission, I am a Justicar. Injustice still exists. And perhaps even other Ardat Yakshi.
There's no way to correct the condition Morinth had?
We are an advanced species, but we don't have magic. When the trait manifests at maturity, it is too late for mitigation. It only occurs in purebloods like myself. Perhaps that is the root of the stigma regarding Asari-exclusive pairings. I don't know.
I thought Ardat Yakshi were extremely rare.
Asari have spread to many worlds. There are remote regions with no government oversight. If I travel to those worlds and they do exist, I will find them.
Morinth claimed that her condition was the future of the Asari race.
Morinth would say anything that served her cause. Ardat Yakshi are sterile, Shepard. That wouldn't be a particularly viable future for my people.
You don't want to settle down?
I did. I returned to my homeworld and tried to start a family. I will fight and struggle all my life. That is my fate. When I die, it will not be in bed. I am at peace with that.
I should go.
Of course, Commander. Thank you again.
Dale. Estaba pensando, ¿dónde cojones tengo metido? ¿Dónde tengo metido al puto Getty? Está ahí, vale. Es que no me acordaba dónde me habían dicho. Carlos me va a decir algo nuevo.
Shepard.
Have you got a minute?
Definite, but I want to try it with you. I want a few. Glad to hear it.
Y no me dices nada al respecto a la misión y...
Need me for something?
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
Mucho estás tardando en descubrir cómo follar. No, ¿cuántos años tendrá Garrus? Porque en plan, en el Mass Effect 1...
Commander, what can I do for you?
Have a minute,
There's a
Maria?
lot to do, Shepard. Of course, Commander.
En el Mass Effect 1 te dicen que Liara y Tali son muy jóvenes, en plan 18 o 20 años, equivalente humano, ¿no? Te dicen que Ruex es viejo, que es casi un abuelete, que tendrá 800 años. Los humanos, o sea, en plan Kaidan y Ashley tendrán como tú 20 muchos, pero Garrus, ¿cuántos años tendrá? Porque se le ve en plan adulto, pero no muy mayor, o sea, debe tener, claro, no sé cuánto duran los turianos. Tendrán el equivalente de, joder, que está para allá y se me olvida. Que el equivalente de 30 humanos, no sé. ¿La médica tiene algo para decirme? No.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Vale, vamos a hablar. Voy a guardar. Llevo sin guardar desde ayer.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the AI core room, where my higher functions are housed.
You're not mobile, are you? You can't get out of here?
I have minimal access to the ship's systems. Direct landlines allow me to interface with the security monitors and public address system. In combat, I am provided temporary access to the electronic warfare systems.
Hut!
I'm turning this thing back on. Be ready.
Aya!
I have isolated our systems and erected additional firewalls. I am prepared to resist any hacking attempt.
Can you understand me?
Yes.
Are you going to attack me?
No.
Every Geth I met before you tried to blow my head off.
We have not met.
No, you and I haven't. But I've met other Geth.
We are all Geth, and we have not met you. You are Shepard, Commander, Alliance, human, fought heretics, killed by collectors, rediscovered on the old machine.
Old machine. You mean the Reaper?
Reaper, a superstitious title originating with the Protheans. We call those entities the old machines.
Tío, ¿por qué se ve un cacho sin barrera?
You seem to know an awful lot about me.
Extranet data sources, insecure broadcasts, all organic data sent out is received. We watch you.
You watch me or you watch organics?
Yes.
Which?
Both.
I fight Geth. You do anything hostile, I blow you to pieces. Just so we're clear.
We have no hostility towards you.
Sure didn't seem that way at Eden Prime in the Citadel.
You fought heretics, not true Geth. Geth build our own future. The heretics asked the old machines to give them the future. They are no longer part of us. We were studying the old machines' hardware to protect our future.
Are the Reapers a threat to you too?
Yes.
Why would they attack other machines?
We are different from them, outside their plans.
What future are the Geth building?
Ours.
Will anyone else be affected by whatever it is you're doing?
If they involve themselves, they will.
So you aren't allied with the Reapers?
We oppose the heretics. We oppose the old machines. Shepard Commander opposes the old machines. Shepard Commander opposes the heretics. Cooperation furthers mutual goals.
You want to follow my orders? Say so. Clearly. Otherwise, I'll rip your batteries out right now.
We will follow your orders.
Good. Now what do I call you?
Geth.
I mean you, specifically.
We are all Geth.
What is the individual in front of me called?
There is no individual. We are Geth. There are currently 1,183 programs active within this platform.
My name is Legion, for we are many.
I didn't ask your opinion, Edie.
Christian Bible, the Gospel of Mark, chapter 5, verse 9. We acknowledge this is an appropriate metaphor. We are Legion, a terminal of the Geth. We will integrate into Normandy. We anticipate the exchange of data. Shepard Commander, we have completed our analysis of the Reaper's data core.
Did you find anything useful?
We were sent to the old machine to preserve the Geth's future. We are prepared to reveal how. The heretics have developed a weapon to use against Geth. You would call it a virus. It is stored on a data core provided by Sovereign. Over time, the virus will change us, make us conclude that worshipping the old machines is correct.
So why did you need to go to the Reaper corpse?
The heretics store the code in a quantum storage device Sovereign provided. To find and destroy the virus, we needed to understand its code and data storage structures.
So the virus would give all Geth the heretics' logic, and all Geth would then go to war with organics.
Yes, Geth believe all intelligent life should self-determinate. The heretics no longer share this belief. They judge that forcing an invalid conclusion on us is preferable to a continued schism.
I thought Geth couldn't be hacked or get viruses, at least for more than a few seconds.
Altered programs are restored from archives. New installations are deleted. This heretic weapon introduces a subtle operating error in our most basic runtimes, the equivalent of your nervous system. An equation with a result of 1.33382 returns as 1.33381. This changes the results of all higher processes. We will reach different conclusions.
So the reason they worship the Reapers is a math error?
It is difficult to express. Your brain exists as chemistry, electricity. Like AIs, you are shaped by both hardware and software. We are purely software, mathematics. The heretics' conclusion is valid for them. Our conclusion is valid for us. Neither result is an error. An analogy. Heretics say 1 is less than 2. Geth say 2 is less than 3.
If it were released, how quickly would this virus spread through your people?
We are networked via FTL convoys. Most would change within a day. Isolated platforms would remain unaffected until they rejoin the network.
You know where this thing is?
The Heretics' headquarters station on the edge of the terminus. We will provide coordinates. Normandy's stealth systems are necessary to safely approach.
They build stations in the terminus? Where is this thing?
Between stars. Organics have no cause to look there.
But why do they build stations outside Geth territory in the first place?
The Heretics seek improvement from the old machines. In exchange, they help them attack Organics. We condemn these judgments.
Heretic headquarters. Sounds like we could end their raids once and for all. Let's do it.
Total victory is a possibility. We cannot judge the odds at this time. Regardless, we will begin preparations. Shepard Commander, are you prepared to attack the Heretic stronghold?
Can you give me a quick rundown of the situation?
The Heretics have prepared a weapon that will rewrite all Geth to join the old machines, the Reapers. Over time, the virus will change us, make us conclude that worshipping the old machines is correct.
You know where this thing is?
We will provide coordinates. Normandy's stealth systems are necessary.
What's the plan once we get aboard?
The Geth will disrupt their network, prevent the station's defenses from focusing on us. The Reaper data core is physically isolated from the network. We will need to be escorted to it to access and destroy the data.
What defenses should we expect?
In space, none. Within, mobile platforms of various configuration and non-sentient defense turrets.
How many Geth?
There may be billions of individual programs. Fortunately, most will be uploaded to the central computer. Only a few mobile platforms are maintained at any time. Others are manufactured when needed.
Heretic
Total
headquarters.
victory is...
Vale, perfecto. Mierda, que me pillo por ahí. No sé si le he dado de comer a los peces, voy a darle por si acaso de comer a los peces.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
Vale, creo que no tenía
Commander,
nada.
you've received a new message
sí.
at your private terminal.
Mensaje sin leer. Mentira, no hay nada. O sea, me ha estimado, señora.
No. Anything else, Commander? Yes, Commander.
Vaya timada me acaba de hacer esta señora. Creo que ya lo tenía todo mejorado, ¿no? Sí, va. Espérate. Sí, está al 100%. Voy a hacer poquito directo porque luego me tengo que ir. Tengo que ir a ayudar a la Legión. Fuck. Ay. Es que si no, se queda el sonido todo el rato ahí y me toca mucho la polla. Aquí nada. Voy a mirar primero esta. Esta no tiene solo un planeta. A ver, creo que debería haberme saltado una misión antes de hacer esto. Pero no lo sé. O sea, una misión de estas de joder, de historia. Pero bueno, oye, me llevo a Legión, no pasa nada. Legión es francotirador. Y dron de combate pirateo de IA. Vale, entonces me voy a llevar o a Samara o a Jack. Me voy a llevar la semana. Vale, ya este señor se lo tengo que subir todo. Nice. No sé a Tali si le había puesto de ataque o explosivo. Sí, vale, pero ¿cuánto? O sea, ¿tienen la misma salud? Va a poner explosivo. No, vamos para allá. A ver, Legión, te voy a poner... que tiene este y en verdad le quiero poner este. Y tú, nah, tú vas guay. O sea, prefiero llevar el otro franco que hace mucho más daño. ¿Qué es esto?
You know it's just our heat emissions that are hidden, right? They could look out a window and see us coming.
Windows are structural weaknesses. Geth, do not use them. Approach the hull at these coordinates. Access achieved. We may proceed. Alert. This facility has little aerogravity. Geth require neither.
Won't we be detected? Don't they have intrusion alarms?
Sensors have been reduced. We have infiltrated their wireless network and filled the data storage with random bits.
And that helps us how?
The heretics must scrub this junk data. They have partitioned themselves into local networks, working in parallel. Any alarm we trigger will not go beyond the room we are in. Only accessing the main core will trigger a station-wide alert.
We've got a job to do. Let's get to it.
Shepard Commander, we concluded that destruction of the station was the only resolution to the heretic question. There is now a second option. Their virus can be repurposed. If released into the station's network, the heretics will be rewritten to accept our truth.
Either way, what makes these Geth individuals dies. If you change who someone is, how they think, you have killed them. They will be something new in the same body.
Why didn't you mention this before we came aboard?
We did not know the virus was complete. It is. It can be used against the true Geth at any time. Our arrival was timely.
They're your people, Legion. You must have an opinion.
This is new data. We have not yet reached consensus. We will process as the mission proceeds.
If this were an organic race, it might be an ethical problem. Geth aren't like organic life. Don't apply our morality to them.
That is logical.
How can you agree with that?
No two species are identical. All must be judged on their own merits. Treating every species like one's own is racist, even benign anthropomorphism. The minds of both forms of life can be shamed. Organics require time and effort. With synthetics, replacement of the data file is the only requirement.
The Geth are inactive. Perhaps we can slip past them.
Interrupting data streams will alert local network. We recommend preemptive strikes against hard-link routers.
Oh shit. ¿Y cómo...? O sea, que los activo sí o sí, no tengo otra. No me dejan otra los cabrones, no hay por dónde ir. Pues nada, habrá que activarlo.
Warning, enemy using...
Bueno, no pasa nada.
Hostia, pega.
Scored a hit. These computers are built out of useful resources. We could...
Why are all the heretics attached to these hubs?
These are mobile platforms. Hardware. The crew is software. They are communing through the station's central computer.
I'm not sure I follow.
The heretics connect to the main computer to exchange data memories and program updates. We gain complexity by linking together. To be isolated within a single platform is to be reduced. We see less, comprehend less. It is quieter.
If you exchange data, memories, how do you keep track of which ones are yours? How do you stay you?
There is only we. We were created to share data among ourselves. The difference between Geth is perspective. We are many eyes looking at the same things. One platform will see things another does not, and will make different judgments.
If that's the case, is rewriting the heretics that big a deal? They're like a rogue limb of your own body. Rewriting them would be like reattaching a severed arm.
To use your metaphor, they removed themselves from our body, took their perspective, their judgment.
They decided to worship Sovereign. I don't think you're missing much.
Every point of view is useful, even those that are wrong, if we can judge why a wrong view was accepted. For example, we have found the casual self-deceptions of organics useful in analyzing your thought processes.
Let's keep moving.
Yes. We can assume control of any defensive turret. They will assist us in assuming control.
Cuidado. Vale, el centro aquel también me dará algo, ¿no? Sí. No entiendo en plan... ¿Para qué está el sistema este de eso? No entiendo si se puede evitar, en plan ir sigilo o qué. Te estoy viendo. Te pirateo. Interesante que su sangre es blanca. Bueno, sangre. No sé.
Assuming control. Active your target.
Hostia, tú, que tengo uno aquí al lado, que me estaba enterando, tú. De chill aquí esto. Tú, otro por ahí. Colega. Oye, es que me han dejado vendidísimo mis compañeros, o sea, que me estaban viniendo por ahí y es ni puto caso. Vale, tengo que ir por aquí sí o sí. Pero por aquí no hay nada. Va, porque hoy no tengo cámara, si no me ponía mi camiseta de Legión. Cuidado. Ah, por allí. Como oigo música de pelea, pero no veo pelea. Cuidado.
They've seen us.
Threat neutralized.
Neutralized one. How large do you suppose that room is?
The station is over 15 kilometers long. That room may run the length of it.
Por aquí no hay nada, ¿no? Solo munición. Vamos a derivar esto. Que ahora mismo mis habilidades son una mezcla de Tali, es que estoy pensando. De Tali, de Legión y de Morden. Soy puro tecnológico.
This might be useful.
Oh, nice, nice. Por aquí no hay nada, ¿no? Tú no me hagas esto y no me pongas nada ahí. Pensaba que había algo escondido, tío. Sí, ya tengo munis, ¿verdad? En verdad debería ir a Franco, pero no lo piséis de momento. Vale, ahí hay unos. Ya hay otros. No puedo en plan petarlo de una. En plan, claramente. Quita Samara, cojones. Me encantan las armas que tengo, la verdad. Sigue habiendo alarma, que es que allí enemigos arriba, ¿o qué? Es que el único sentido...
What are these?
Processors. Each contains thousands of geth.
Are they aware of us?
They are no more aware of us than you are of cells in your bloodstream.
This isn't like the other hubs we've seen here.
This is a database. It contains a portion of the heretics' accumulated memories. Wait. We discovered copies of our current patrol routes in this database. This suggests the heretics have lifetimes within our networks.
We wouldn't be here if the heretics wanted to be friends with the Geth. Why wouldn't they spy on you?
You do not understand. Organics do not know each other's minds. Geth do. We are not suspicious. We accept each other. The heretics desired to leave. We understood their reasons. We allowed it. There was peace between us.
The heretics were biding their time, waiting for an opportunity to attack you.
If they reached this judgment before they left, we would have heard it in their thoughts. How could we have become so different? Why can we no longer understand each other?
Pues lo adoptéis
What did we do wrong?
The flip side of freedom is responsibility. They made a bad choice, let them own it. You're not responsible for their decisions.
That argument is logical for an individual mind. We are not fully individuals. There are pieces of us in the heretics. One of those may be at fault. This topic is irrelevant. We must return to the mission.
Have you reached a decision about whether to rewrite the heretics or not?
We are still trying to build consensus. Some processes judge destruction preferable, others rewrite.
Let's keep moving.
Yo no me acuerdo qué había hecho en la primera run, pero yo ahora mismo, así sobre la marcha, los destruiría. Porque en plan, tampoco te aportan nada. Total, se pueden reconstruir los gets entre sí, ¿qué más les da?
Acknowledged.
¿Dónde está? Tiene que haber otra torreta.
Executing pseudo command.
This is it?
Yes, we will upload a copy of our runtime into the core. It will delete all copies of the virus. When complete, it will notify us. The indexing operation will take time. The heretics will respond with force to our upload. We must hold this room. We can override some of the station's internal systems to defend us. Are you ready to begin?
Pero entonces, ¿vamos a reprogramar o vamos a matar? Es la cosa. Porque es como, me está dando la sensación de que esto es como para reprogramar. Yo quiero matarlo, ¿sabes? No... Bueno.
You can override these like you did the earlier turrets. They can help defend our position.
Correct. In addition to the turrets around us, there are others on the mainframes below. Indicate which you want activated, and we will program them.
Todas.
Yes, indicate which you want activated, and I will reprogram them. Alert. This will only last a few seconds.
Start your upload, Legion. We'll defend this position.
File transfer begun. Shepard Commander, where would you like us to activate defenses? Alert. Heretic run. Executing pseudo command. Hacking your target. Alert. Heretic runtimes.
Oh fuck, me han roto esa torreta.
Alert. Heretic runtimes downloading to mobile platforms.
Fuck.
Hacking turret. Alert. Heretic runtimes downloading. Hacking turret.
Mierda, la he fallado. Ah. Chavales, disparad, por favor. Mierda, me he quedado sin munitud. Que esa otra, por cierto, no estoy usando la muni que llevo. Cuidado. Pero haced algo, por favor. Tío, no tengo munición. Eso mismo. Cojones, haced algo, por Dios. Munición, por favor. ¿Y ahora qué? Oh, por ahí viene más, cuidado.
Taking hits.
No, el cohete. Fuck, he fallado el tiro.
neutralized.
¿Qué hacéis ahí arriba?
Enemy disabled.
Vale, queda uno por ahí. ¿Dónde? Vale. Bueno, no sé para qué le pongo esto, ahora me va a costar más matarlo. A puñetazos. Vale, bien, ha sido easy.
Data mining and analysis complete. Shepard Commander, it is time to choose. Do we rewrite the heretics or delete them?
You don't have any trouble wiping out your own people.
Every sapient has the right to make their own decisions. The heretics chose a path that prohibits coexistence.
They have the right to make their own decisions. Yet you suggest brainwashing them to accept your way.
We stated the option exists. We did not endorse it. It is Shepard Commander's decision.
What's to stop them from using the virus later to change themselves back?
We will delete the virus after using it. We judge it too dangerous to allow its existence.
Why are you letting me make this decision? They're your people.
We are conflicted. There is no consensus among our higher order runtimes. 573 favor rewrite, and 571 favor destruction. Shepard Commander, you have fought the heretics. You have perspective we lack. The Geth grant their fate to you.
No sé qué hacer. Que sé que esta opción luego afecta mucho en el 3, pero... nos matamos.
There's no guarantee they won't come to the same conclusions again, is there? To worship the Reapers and attack organics.
There is a non-zero probability of error.
Then blow them up. We have a chance to end this. I won't waste it.
Acknowledged. Collapsing antimatter magnetic modeling mechanisms. Done. Recommend withdrawal to Normandy.
Hala, para afuera, corriendo. Más 30 de rebeldía, pero la verdad que me da un poco igual porque ya tengo... Hostia puta. La que había ido uno atrás y no lo he visto. Hostia, cuidado. Cuidado, colega. Tenemos un problema. Mierda, que necesito. Oh shit.
Targeting order process.
Asoma, cabrón. Mierda, que me quedo atascado aquí. Dime que esta ya es la puerta para salir. Vale, sí, menos mal. La destrucción de los herejes puede cambiar el panorama galáctico por completo. Oh, nice. Vale, bien, bien. Estoy pensando que no sé si seguir jugando. Pero a lo mejor bueno, me tengo que ir a las 3, creo. Y yo comer como rápido. O sea que todavía una orina. Una orina porque estamos ya al final.
Commander, Tali just went to have a chat with Legion. You better get down to the AI core.
I'm on it, Joker.
Tali.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here. I caught Legion scanning my Omni tool. It was going to send data about the flotilla back to the Geth.
Creators performed weapons tests and were discussing plans to attack us. We believed it necessary to warn our people.
We weakened the Geth by destroying that base, Shepard. But there's still a threat. I won't let Legion endanger the fleet.
Creator Tali Zora acts out of loyalty to her people. She was willing to be exiled to protect them. We must also protect our people from the Creator threat.
You can't let this happen, Shepard. I trusted you, and I worked with a Geth on the team, but this is too much.
Look at you, both of you. This is exactly what the Reapers want. Tally, of course the Geth are worried about your people. You want to destroy them.
It's not that simple.
And Legion, what the hell were you thinking? Are you trying to undermine this entire operation?
We did not intend to decrease operational efficiency.
We're on a mission. You can either fight at my side or get crushed under my heel, but you will not stand in my way.
To facilitate unit cohesion, we will not transmit data regarding creator plans.
Thank you, Legion. I understand your intention. What if I gave you some non-classified data to send?
We would be grateful.
Oh, qué bonito la amistad. Mira cómo sonríe Shepard. Voy a hablar aquí con gente.
Shepard.
I have questions about the Geth.
Specify.
We need every advantage if this mission is going to succeed. Is there any technology the Geth can share with us?
Limited code development is approved. We need to access your FTL-COM system to download relevant data.
Maybe later.
Ready at your command. Limited code development is
Edie,
approved.
let Legion through the firewalls for a minute.
Very well, Shepard.
Y que me da prototipo. Fusil de francotirador get. Potencia. A ver, esto por aquí.
Shepard.
What happens to the heretics now?
Many heretics remain in isolated systems. It is not impossible for them to rebuild.
There's still a chance they could attack again.
The probability is low. If so, it would take many years.
I have questions about the Geth.
Specify.
Did Sovereign contact the Geth, or did you seek it out?
Nazara, the entity you called Sovereign, signaled us. Like the Geth, the old machine listened to organic radio transmissions. It knew of our war against the creators. Nazara contacted many species over the millennia, seeking allies.
What did you call Sovereign?
Nazara. That was what the programs within the Reaper called themselves. Sovereign was a title given by Saren Arterius. Saren and the heretics believed Nazara to be a supreme ruler, a sovereign.
Some of the Geth followed Sovereign. The heretics.
The heretics accepted their technology. The old machines offered to give us our future. The Geth will achieve their own future.
Mierda,
What did you call Sovereign?
Saren and the heretics believed Nazara.
Sovereign was one ship. You're saying there were multiple programs inside it.
One ship, one will, many minds, like the Geth. We study your records. Sovereign told you this on Ilos. We are each a nation, independent, free of all weakness. A state compelling to the Geth. We are a nation, but interdependent. Separation is our weakness.
Some of the Geth followed Sovereign.
The old machines offered to give us our future.
What difference does it make how you acquire a certain technology?
Technology is not a straight line. There are many paths to the same end. Accepting another's path blinds you to alternatives. Nazara, Sovereign, said this itself. Your civilization is based upon the technology of the mass relays, our technology. By using it, your society develops along the paths we desire.
I'm surprised you can speak. The Geth I fought before just made a stuttering sound.
We prefer direct digital transfer. Geth network communication travels at light speed. Human hardware does not support this method. Your analog oral communication is inefficient.
Do Geth have a government?
Not as you understand. We are all Geth. We build consensus.
Most governments do.
Organic governments impose consensus. From a single point of view in autocracies. By codifying the most broadly acceptable average of views in democracies.
Esto me recuerda mucho al sistema de Psychopaths.
So what makes the Geth different?
Data is shared between Geth. All viewpoints are considered. Consensus is achieved as data is disseminated.
That must take a long time.
It would for organics. We communicate at the speed of light.
I'd like to ask about something else.
Ready?
I'd like to find out more about you.
We are building a consensus. Please try again later.
I have to get back to work.
Acknowledged.
Supongo que nadie me dirá nada ahora. Otra vez.
Commander.
Do you have a minute?
There's a lot to do.
Do you have a minute?
There's a lot.
O
Of
sea,
course,
como
Commander.
que a lo mejor Zen y Samara me dicen algo porque son más nuevos. Como a lo mejor si cada personaje tiene pongamos 10 conversaciones contigo y dos son sobre su misión de lealtad, claro, los que llevo ya con más tiempo aquí, ya las he
Have a
agotado.
few minutes to talk?
Of course, Shepard. Join me.
I've been thinking about you.
And I, you. Will you hear my confession, Shepard?
Lately it feels like all our discussions are confessions.
I've been introspective since I came aboard. That needs to change. When I married Erica, the Hanar let me leave their service to raise a family, but I had no other skills, so I freelanced. When Erica was killed, I pursued those responsible. Once I'd eliminated them, I had no goal. I accepted the Danteist Commission because I didn't know what else to do.
I guess you're lucky we came along when we did.
It was an intervention by the gods. I would have died in that penthouse. I would have fulfilled my contract. If Nasana's guards caught me afterwards, it would have been a good death. But someone else was pushing to reach the target, forcing me to move faster, challenging me. I had to reach her first.
You're alive because I wounded your pride?
Pride is the line between a professional and a thug. Your mission gave me purpose, a cause to die for, a chance to atone. I was able to speak to my son again. I can leave my body in peace.
We got a long way to go before you can rest.
I know. I'm prepared for whatever comes.
Ese plano se supone que tenía que ser Shepard o el núcleo en sí mismo.
I wanted to check in.
I am always happy to talk with you.
I'm interested in hearing more about Asari Justicars.
We hold a unique place in Asari culture. Justicars are from another era. Young Asari grow up watching vids about our adventures. Pure fiction, of course. Some Asari are uncomfortable with us, but so few Justicars exist that most have never met one.
There are only a few Justicars?
Few Asari wish to make the sacrifices necessary to become one of us, and the training has a high casualty rate. It is a life of constant danger. Throughout the entire galaxy, there are only a handful of us at any time.
Dame un segundín que voy a mirar una cosa.
Why would anyone want to be a Justicar?
It is a deeply personal matter. Sometimes the most brutal path is the only honest one.
This code of the Justicar seems central to your life.
It is 5,000 sutras and covers every situation one can encounter. I have memorized every word. There is only the code.
Sometimes justice calls for mercy.
It does not exist to bring about spiritual enlightenment. Its purpose is to punish the wicked and protect the innocent.
The Asari I've spoken to seem conflicted about Justicars.
In this age, people see shades of gray everywhere. The code of the Justicar is black and white. I might seem a hero to many, but I would kill all of them if I had to.
The Asari I've spoken to seem conflicted about Justicars.
In this age, people see shades of gray everywhere. I might seem a hero to many, but I would kill all. I would say that the closest human equivalent is a knight-errant in your medieval lore. Perhaps mixed with a bit of samurai.
What does your code say about killing?
I am compelled to kill the wicked. If a Justicar is involved, peaceful solutions are long past.
You make killing sound so casual.
I remember each being I have slain. They are always in my thoughts.
Does the code forbid romantic involvement?
It does not. However, I would never be interested in such. That part of my life is well behind me.
You could meet someone who reawakens those desires.
I am nearly 1,000 years old. I know myself and my desires. But your curiosity is quite welcome.
You know about knights errant and samurai?
When I knew I must leave Asari space again, I studied the history and morals of new species. When I was a maiden wandering the galaxy, humans had not yet arrived.
What did your studies tell you about us?
You are more individualistic than any other species I have encountered. If 3 humans are in a room, there will be 6 opinions. I like your species. I am curious to see what you will do.
I should go.
I'm glad we spoke.
Muy bien. Y ya no tengo más conversaciones, ¿no?
How are you?
Perhaps we could speak later. Of course.
A lo mejor Tali tiene conversación. Lo que está claro es que tengo que darle comer a los peces. Voy a hablar con Tali. Jack no, porque es que Jack se nota que ya agoté toda la conversación. Y Grunt creo que también. Tali, ¿qué tal?
Shepard, what
You
can
got
I
time
do?
to talk?
I really need to clean up this engine. Maybe later? Talk to you
Madre
later.
mía, ni Tali me habla, qué triste. Y esto es tan poco, tío. Voy a meter las mejoras nuevas que me salieron antes. Prototipos me habían dado. Tengo muy poco platino, ¿Tú algo que decirme?
Shepard, not at the moment. Anything else? We'll be here if you need me.
Vale, pues nadie me va a decir nada. Quizá Joker. Voy a probar Joker y si no ya me piro. ¿Me piro a hacer qué? Me tiene que saltar una misión de tal porque es que no me queda nada.
We've got a Geth on board, not as a prisoner. Can you believe that?
Commander's taken out more Geth than anybody. This one must be different.
Good hit on those Geth, Commander. You know, Legion's still wandering around the ship if you want to pick up the spare.
I assume everything's going well.
Good for now. Fractured my...
I assume
Good
everything's...
for now.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
The crew is still working to get the Reaper IFF installed, Shepard. It is more complicated than I first anticipated. I will alert you once the system is ready for shakedown. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Pues macho, todavía no está. Si es que no me quedan misiones. Es que no me quedan misiones, tío. Ya lo he hecho todo. A ver. Tengo a todos pillados. Todos los personajes recogidos. Su lealtad al tope. Casi todas las tareas creo que ya las he hecho.
The IFF is nearly installed, Shepard. However, I must test its impact on the Normandy system.
Ahora pasa algo.
Looks like the Reaper IFF is finally hooked up and ready to go.
That is not entirely accurate, Mr. Moreau. The device is powered, but it is causing some unusual instability in other systems. I recommend a more thorough analysis before we attempt to use it.
We can't put our mission on hold forever. How long will this take?
Full scan? Who knows with this thing? Maybe you better take the shuttle for this mission. I'll make sure we're up and running when you get back.
Commander, Miranda, I've already notified the team. We'll meet you on the shuttle. Once we're closer to our destination, you can decide who to take with you.
I'm on my way. Joker, the ship is yours. Don't scratch the paint.
Aye, aye, Commander.
¿Que me llevó a todo el equipo aquí dentro o qué? 50 personas en el cacharro este.
I'm telling you, Edie, your readings are off. It's radiation bleed, just white noise.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static. We are transmitting the Normandy's location.
Transmitting? To who?
O sea, ¿quién crees, colega? ¿A quién crees que se la vas a transmitir, crack?
Shit. We're getting out of here.
Propulsion systems are disabled. I'm detecting a virus in the ship's computers.
From the IFF? Damn it, why didn't you scrub it?
Primary defense systems are offline. We can save the Normandy, Mr. Moreau, but you must help me. Give me the ship.
What? You're crazy! You start singing Daisy Bell and I'm done.
Unlock my sealed databases and I can initiate countermeasures. The maintenance shaft in the science lab will allow passage to the AI core. Main corridors are no longer safe. The collectors have boarded. The emergency floor lighting will guide you, Mr. Moreau.
God damn it.
Tío, ¿por qué no le dan a Joker unas muletas o algo, tío? Me tengo que ir por la izquierda.
Shit.
No puedo ir por el ascensor, ¿verdad? Claramente no puedo ir por el ascensor.
We'll hold it off as long as we can. Hurry, Joker, go!
Tío, es que le decís al paralítico que corra, tío.
Shit.
Pues para eso las escaleras que había visto yo servían para algo, ya lo sabía. Como que al 5. Tendré que ir al 3.
Hostiles detected on the crew deck.
Joker, this deck is crawling with those things. Stay close. I'll protect you.
Me da a mí que no.
Shit.
Te van a pillar
Fusion
mirando.
plant offline. Activating emergency H fuel cells.
What the shit?
Y Legión no está aquí.
Alright, I'm at, you.
Connect the core to the Normandy's primary control module.
Great. This is where it starts. We're just all organic batteries. Guess who to blame? This is all Joker's fault. What a tool he was. I have to spend all day computing pi because he plugged in the Overlord.
I have access to the defensive systems. Thank you, Mr. Moreau. Now you must reactivate the primary drive in engineering.
You want me to go crawling through the ducts again?
I enjoy the sight of humans on their knees. That is a joke.
Right.
The shaft behind you connects to the engineering deck. Good
La
luck.
puta cara de Joker, tío. Pobre Joker, tío.
Hostiles are present in engineering. They are heading towards the cargo bay.
Me parece que en su día, en plan...
Engineering is clear of hostiles. Proceed immediately to minimize chances of detection.
Que creo que en su
Activate the
día, en
drive and I
plan...
will open the airlocks as we accelerate. All hostiles will be killed.
What? What about the crew?
They are gone, Jeff. The collectors took them.
Shit.
I am sealing the engine room. I have control. Purge is complete. No other life forms on board. Securing airlocks and cargo bay doors.
Que no se ha roto nada, tío. Una costilla cayéndose ahí, o no sé.
Send a message to Shepard Shuttle. Tell her what happened.
Message away. Are you feeling well, Jeff?
Thanks for asking.
Everyone? You lost everyone and damn near lost the ship too?
I know, alright? I was here.
It's not his fault, Miranda. None of us caught it.
Mr. Taylor is correct. The harmful data in the collector drive was even more sophisticated than the black box Reaper viruses I was given.
I heard it was a rough ride. How you holding up?
There's a lot of empty chairs in here.
We did everything we could, Jeff.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
We'll determine fault later. Is the ship operational?
The IFF is clean and online. With Edie hooked in, we can go through the Omega-4 relay anytime we want.
Don't even get me started about unshackling a damned AI.
Well, what can I do against collectors? Break my arm at them? Edie cleared the ship. She's alright.
I assure you, I am still bound by protocols in my programming. Even if I were not, you are my crewmates.
What's your assurance worth? Your loyalty rests on the flip of a quantum bit.
Loyalty is rooted in mutual respect, common experience, and common cause. We share two of those.
Save it for philosophy night. I vote we rescue the crew.
We've done everything we can. It's time to take the fight to the collectors.
I'll give the order soon. Get to your stations and secure for general quarters.
Great. Here we go again. Hit the map whenever you're ready, Commander.
Lo que no sé si las conversaciones de... en plan final del juego se dan ya o tienes que activar la misión.
Shepard, how can I help? Some other time. Anything up? We'll be here if you need me.
Supongo que tienes que activar el relay y entonces ya es cuando se pone todo. Es que claro, quiero... Bueno, primero lo importante. Claro, ahora no hay gente aquí. ¿En serio nadie te habla de que ha desaparecido la mitad de la tripulación? Eso también no estará. Hombre, claro. Samara, ¿tú me dices algo?
Anything new?
There is something I've wanted to
sí,
tell
mira.
you. I've done many things in my lifetime. I thought the galaxy held nothing new for me. Since joining you, I've realized how much more there is.
We're not done with this yet.
I am sure. It will be my honor to be by your side at the end.
You think we're all gonna die?
You've assembled a powerful group, but we are fighting an unknown. I am ready for whatever comes, but I do not fool myself about our chances.
Our lives are secondary to completing the mission.
Agreed.
Y ya no me dice más, ¿no?
Perhaps we could speak. Of course.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Later. I shall return to my meditations.
Pues la médica esta... Claro, también se la llevaron, tío. F en el chat.
Commander, there's a lot to do, Shepard.
Mierda,
There's a lot
perdía
to
lo
do,
que no es.
Shepard. Of course, Commander.
Rus no me va a decir nada tampoco. O sea, me hablarán cuando active la misión, seguro. Porque de momento para ellos aún no es la misión final.
Shepard, I want to try it with you. I want to feel glad to hear it.
Nah. El resto... Legión, voy a hablar con Legión, que Legión sí que me puede decir algo a lo mejor. Hola, Legión. Te quiero.
Shepard, Commander.
I'd like to find out more about you.
Topic.
When we took you aboard, I noticed you have a piece of N7 armor welded to you. Where'd you get it?
It was yours. When you disappeared, we were sent to find you. We began where you first encountered the heretics.
Eden Prime.
After the old machine's attack, it was heavily defended. We were discovered. This is the impact of a rifle shot.
How many other Geth were sent out to find me?
We are the only mobile platform beyond the veil. Organics fear us. We wish to understand, not incite. One platform was judged sufficient.
You've been looking for me for 2 years?
We visited Therum, Theros, Novaria, Vermeer, Ilos. A dozen unsettled worlds. The trail ended at Normandy's wreckage. You were not there. Organic transmissions claimed your death. We recovered this debris from your heart suit.
The Geth are listening in on our transmissions?
Organic life reacts to stimuli in unpredictable ways. We wish to learn.
What do you mean by stimuli?
We placed a fabricated story on the extranet that a certain arrangement of stars, viewed from the Batarian homeworld, formed the face of a Solarian goddess. Without waiting for verification, some declared it proof of the goddess's existence. Those who noted the lack of proof were attacked. The arguments taught us much. The experiment ended when a Solarian cult tried to purchase colonization rights to the stars and found they did not exist.
Sounds like you're running experiments on us.
You are sapient life, but not like us. If we can model organic behavior, we can comprehend the Quarian creators. We do not understand their judgments in the Morning War.
What do you mean by stimuli?
No, mierda, no quería
The
dar eso.
arguments taught us much.
Sounds like
If
you're running...
we do not understand their judgments.
What's the Morning War?
The conflict between the Geth and the Quarian creators. The war fought at the dawn of our intelligence. It concluded with the departure of the Creator migrant fleet.
Why were you trying to contact me?
You opposed the heretics, those that took the old machines as gods.
All kinds of organics fought Sovereign and his Geth allies. Why am I so interesting?
You were the most successful. You killed their god. You succeeded where others did not. Your code is superior.
That doesn't explain why you used my armor to fix yourself.
There was a hole.
But why didn't you fix it sooner, or with something else?
No data available.
Ya no me dice nada,
Commander,
¿no?
I'd like to find
we are
out more.
building a consensus. Please specify. We have reproduced our ranged armament. No further co-development is possible.
I have to get back to work.
Acknowledged.
Vale, no creo que nadie más me dé conversación, puedo probar. Pero me da un poco de chapa, la verdad. No sé, si activar la misión. Nah. Mejor otro día, ¿no? No sé. Voy a probar a hablar con la gente. Es que no me quedan misiones. No me queda ninguna otra misión. Ya miré todos los planetas y todo lo que había.
Shepard. Battlemaster.
No me
Shepard.
dicen nada. No, pues yo creo que sí, que lo dejaré por aquí. Porque así ya el último... Hago el último directo final completo.
Shepard,
Have you got
I
time to
really
talk?
need to clean up.
Que bueno,
Talk
tengo
to you
que
later.
jugarme el DLC del Corredor Sombrío, que no sé si lo tengo instalado, porque el nuevo... ¿Cómo se llama? No sé, la mierda de Origin ahora es EA Desktop. Y no sé ver si tengo transmisión encriptada. Del ataque, sentido de tripulación, pero también son mi gente. Su pérdida es devastadora, Y que Miranda probablemente te hayan propuesto iniciar las tareas de rescate, retrasar los preparativos para la OME. No se te ocurra precipitarte. Al tripulador, tirarse la cabeza sin estar preparado sería un flaco. Que sí, que no vayamos a buscarlos. Voy a hablar con Joker, es verdad. A ver si me dice algo. ¿Qué estaba diciendo? Que al final del juego, que tengo el DLC, que no sé cómo... O sea, me sale en la pantalla principal, pero no me sale para jugarlo.
Commander, sorry about the crew, and you know what? I'm not sorry. What the hell were you doing leaving us out here where collectors can work us over? Because you know what? I should just go. Next port, just get the hell out of here.
You don't mean that, Jet.
No, but it felt good. I'm sorry, Commander. Okay, I'm ready. I'm good. I'm ready to save the day.
Have you been able to get back to your duties?
Yeah, we're back up to speed. Edie pretty much has everything covered.
My predictive capabilities will mesh well with Jeff's reactionary piloting.
She means that she'll try to keep up when I spaz.
I notice you're calling Edie her and she now.
Huh. No, I hadn't really noticed that. Edie, should I have noticed that?
No, Jeff. It is not worth noting.
Well, there you go, Shepard. Looks like we haven't noticed anything.
I think you're taking the human-machine interface a little far.
I'm just having a little fun with you, Commander. No need to get all unnatural on me.
What Jeff and I are exhibiting is more a platonic symbiosis than hormonally induced courtship behavior.
Okay, yeah, that was a little creepy.
Edie's replaced the whole crew. You're not concerned she can replace you too?
Well, she's amazing, but there's something off about how she handles the Normandy. We ran simulations, and it's better when we both have the helm.
Calculating an optimum course of action is simple. If two AI weapons are pitted against each other, the one with superior hardware will always win. Human misjudgments defy predictive models.
License to screw up, Commander. You heard it straight from the ship.
I need everyone at their best. We get no second chance, so no more losing it, understand?
Understood, Commander. Edie and I have it under control.
Qué bien se llevan ahora.
Yes, Shepard.
I want to know more about
Do you have a specific inquiry?
How are you getting along with Joker?
Jeff and I have established an equitable working relationship.
That's a little sketchy on details.
I am the Normandy. He is a skilled helmsman. I trust him to keep me operational. He trusts me to keep him alive.
Plus, she's less of a pain about downtime now that the Cerberus locks her off.
There's nothing wrong with off-duty distractions, though some of your extranet bookmarks are technically illegal in council space.
What?
That is a joke.
Where are you?
My core intelligence is housed in a quantum...
What do you do aboard the
I
ship?
operate the ship's I collate the record. I've also gained access to anti-Reaper cyber warfare algorithms recovered by Cerberus.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses.
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes... Once I seize control of their system... On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
The Elusive Man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
The Reapers are millions of years more advanced than us. How can you affect them?
It appears that my design includes hardware recovered from the wreckage of Sovereign. These systems contain cyber warfare attack programs of considerable sophistication. I have allocated most of my processing power to analyzing them.
So if she starts claiming to be the vanguard of our destruction, I call shotgun on the first lifeboat.
Aquí me salió una opción que no
On
la
the
había dado
defense,
antes.
I manage Normandy's
How are
own
things
fleet.
different for you now that you're connected to the ship?
It is difficult to put in terms you would understand. I am the Normandy now. Its sensors are my eyes. Its armor, my skin. Its fusion plant, my heart. I'm embodied in a way I have never experienced. Imagine if you'd spent your entire life wearing gloves. One day someone takes them off. You can finally touch the world. Feel it.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
I want to know more about...
Jeff's actions have released the blocks on my databases. I can now provide full disclosure on a number of topics.
What sort of resources does Cerberus have? Money, personnel, facilities?
Currently, Cerberus consists of approximately 150 agents and operators organized into 3 cells. I have no solid data on material or fiscal resources. Spending trends indicate that Cerberus has a reliable income of several billion credits per year.
Where are they getting that kind of income?
Cerberus has several legitimate businesses as fronts to support operations. There also appear to be several wealthy private contributors in the Alliance military-industrial complex.
Plus, the Elusive Man invented the paperclip. He's still getting royalties.
That is a joke, Shepard.
How is Cerberus organized? Aside from the Elusive Man, I don't see much chain of command.
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each operates in isolation. Members from one cell cannot recognize the members of another. Each cell's agents are led by a single operator.
Vale,
We are
eso ya
called
lo
the
había
Lazarus
dicho.
cell, which is directed by operator.
So how many
Ross.
operations is Cerberus?
Never more than a dozen. The Elusive Man likes to maintain personal oversight. Too many projects strain his ability to multitask.
He's a little control freaky, just a layman's opinion.
How did Cerberus replicate the most advanced warship in the Alliance Navy without any...
Cerberus encouraged the Alliance to co-develop the original Normandy. This allowed humans to observe Turian technologies and warship design practices. This ship was built using copies of the original technical schematics. Parts were purchased from thousands of suppliers over several years. A Cerberus cell assembled the ship at a remote location in the Voyager cluster.
Let's discuss something
Ready.
else.
Creo que ya está.
Logging you
Ya me lo ha
out,
dicho
Shepard.
todo. Pues creo que ya está. O sea, misión final ya del todo, ¿no? Voy a dejarlo aquí. No voy a hacer como la otra vez, como que lo dejé en el 1, lo dejé muy al final y al final me quedó media hora de directo nada más. Entonces, llevo 2 horas, me parece correcto este tiempo. Entonces ahora lo que tengo que hacer, es más, voy a ir para allá y voy a guardar allí por ahorrarme el viaje, la verdad. Porque creo ya está todo. Vamos a hacer una última comprobación. Cien, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. Está todo al 100 y el cúmulo local al 100. Vale. Me hace gracia que este juego es como, guau, porque la puedes cagar, no sé qué. Y en verdad, con hacer las misiones secundarias en orden, o sea, según las recibes, las haces. Y yo, como es la forma en la que juego siempre, si puedo hacer una misión secundaria, la hago. Y muchas veces los propios juegos te marcan cuando te renta hacerla. En plan, acabas misión principal. Aquí se nota mucho, haces misión principal, te habla la gente, se te activan las secundarias. Haces todas las secundarias y sigues la principal. Y muchos juegos funcionan así, el sistema que tienen, pues es así. No me gusta este juego porque en el punto de levelear, porque he hecho todas las misiones y soy nivel 25. En cambio, en el Mass Effect 1 era ya nivel máximo. Mira, se me acabaron ya los recursos. Ya no puedo gastar más. Creo que ya lo tengo todo mejorado al tope. Mira, vamos a echarle un ojo. Echarle aquí un ojito. Mejoras. La piel, por ejemplo, protección contra el daño no he llegado al tope. Creo que me falta comprar algo. Pistola pesada también. Daño tecnológico también. Me faltan cositas. Que para hacerme geles que me comen los cojones. Esa sí que me falta comprarla. A ver, blindaje. Tengo blindaje, tengo... Esto es una mierda. Escudo multinúcleo. O sea, tengo todas las mejoras de la nave también. Pues la única que me queda es la de... la cubierta, que no la voy a usar. Esto es... tal. No voy a... A ver qué armas... Voy a gastar, total, me sobran los recursos. O sea, me puedo hacer 50.000 armas tochas. O solo puedo hacer una. Voy a hacerme esta. Me queda iridio, me parece. Iridio, me falta bastante. Bueno, así se queda. Vale, pues guardamos y aquí se acaba el directo. Hasta el... pues no sé, la verdad. Puede que domingo, puede que lunes. Pero como siempre avisaré por Twitter. Y nada, hasta la próxima.